Welcome back everyone to another Nuevo Pokemon League NBL Wi-Fi battle. We are in week 7 I believe, and right now I'm going to be recording a week 6 match actually. It's just going to be showcasing the second match of the week because originally I was only going to do one. But I decided since this last match was submitted and I watched about half of it, that I was going to do this match as well because it looked really good and it looked it just looked really good. The last match I saw also looked really good. It was a long match, but the plays were really nicely done, and in general, it was just a really competitive match. Originally, when I saw it, I was thinking, 50-something turns, it was going to be a stall match or something of that nature, but from what I saw about halfway, through the match, it looked like every play was pretty well executed and looked like a match that you see at the Victory Road tournament. So, with that being said, I did decide to go ahead and do this match between Tick and Raheem. Basically, they use a lot of bulky Pokemon in these two matches, but like I said, the matches are well executed from what I could tell, and I just thought that this would be a really good match to showcase for week 6. Anyway, I'm just going to jump right into this match. We're not going to do analysis or anything of that nature. I just want you guys to, enjoy this match. So, here we go. Okay, so immediately Raheem is going to lead off with his Mamoswine, obviously probably a Stealth Rock setter or something in that nature, and Tick is going to lead off with Ted, his Scizor. Now, not wanting to stay in against a Steel-type Pokemon, Raheem's going to obviously switch out into his Dusklops. Since Dusklops is going to be able to tank anything, Scizor has to throw it pretty well. Anyway, he's going to go for the Bullet Punch, obviously trying to get the damage off of the Mamoswine. It doesn't do that much against his Dusklops because Dusklops is bulky. And with that being said, Tick is going to switch into his Combat Dog. I was going to get the Intimidate off. It's not really that important on the Dusklops. But more importantly, he's going to go for the Flare Blitz here and try to get as much damage as possible on this guy. Probably hoping for a burn, mainly. And, trying to knock it out. But obviously the Dusclop does carry the Pain Split, which is going to suck very much for Tick. And it's obviously going to get almost all of his health back before Raheem decides to return it. Anyway, I was going to go into his water Pokemon, his Rotom Wash, and Tick is going to go for his Morning Sun just to get healed up. Obviously going to be a bulky Arcanine. Okay, knowing that he has no chance against his Rotom, he's going to return and go into his Venusaur. It pretty much is going to wall in this Rotom pretty well. So he has no choice but to switch out now. Anyway, Raheem's going to go into his own Scizor here, and I believe that I'm not sure exactly what he's going to try to do. I'm thinking that he might have been trying to go for a setup or something of that nature, but he did not realize that Tick was going to make this really good predict, and he does go for the Hidden Power Fire, which is able to almost KO the Scizor. Anyway, Tick's going to go for Growth next. I'm not sure exactly what he was doing here. I'm thinking that, obviously he just wants to get a little bit of boosted power off so he can take out the Scizor and whatnot. And obviously Scizor is going to go for the Bullet Punch, which almost KOs the Mega Venusaur here. Thankfully for Tick, this Mega Venusaur is able to survive the Bullet Punch, and he is going to go for the Synthesis to get his health back up to a decent stage. So Raheem's going to go into his Tyrannosaur here, probably carrying some type of Ice Attack or Fire Attack to try to knock out this Venusaur. Venusaur's going to go for the Giga Drain. It's not going to do a ton of damage, but it does do about a quarter. And Tick is able to get a pretty decent amount of power back. Obviously, Tyrannosaur is going to go for the Ice Punch. Venusaur is going to take it like a freaking boss because, he's a Venusaur, Mega Venusaur with thick fat, so, and he's probably bulky. So, now that this is not going to work, Raheem is going to switch out and go into his Dusklops because he wants to probably stall as long as possible against his Venusaur, probably burn it or something of that nature. Okay, so he's going to switch out here. This is going a little bit too slow for his taste, I'm assuming, and he's going to go into his clef key. Raheem is also going to switch out, knowing that he didn't really have a chance against the Venusaur or the clef key in this case, and it's going to go into his Rotom, trying not to get paralyzed. So here Tick is going to begin setting up his screens just to get his team a little bit more ready for what Raheem has to throw at him. And Tick is making really good plays in this match. He has put up a really defensive buffer right now, and making moves that are really well played, in my opinion. Okay, so Tick's going to switch to his Slow King, and Raheem's going to switch to his Mammal Swine. He's going to go straight for the Earthquake, and Tick is going to go for the Scald, and is able to do a tremendous amount of damage to this Mammal Swine. Knowing that he really has no choice in the matter, Raheem's deciding to pretty much kill off his Mammal Swine to get his rocks up. So with that, Tick takes the lead at 6-4. Anyway, here Raheem's going to switch to his Tyranitar, and Tick's going to switch to his Combat Dog, the Arcanine. He doesn't seem to be very fearful. He's going to get the Intimidate to throw down this Tyranitar's attack power. And obviously that's going to hurt him quite a bit, and this Combat Dog is carrying the Rocky Helm, which has been seen quite a lot lately on the bulkier sets. So not wanting to pretty much dwindle down his T-Tar, Raheem's going to return and go into his Dusklops to try to block out this Arcanine's close combat here. Combat Dog is going to go for his Morning Sun in the Sandstorm. Unfortunately, that doesn't heal enough, and it's just going to be slow going for Combat Dog at this point. Thinking that he might be in KOing range, Tick's going to go ahead and go for the Flare Blitz, which does do a tremendous amount of damage and almost knocks out the Dusklops, who hangs on by 2 HP. Unfortunately, he does hang on by 2 HP, and Dusklops is able to get the Pain Split off, which is going to weaken Arcanine quite a bit and put him in a bad situation for another attack. So not having much of a choice, Raheem's going to switch out here, not wanting his Dusklops to die to a Flare Blitz and go into his Rotom. But Tick obviously predicts this. It just decides he doesn't want to Flare Blitz out his dog and possibly kill it and make it susceptible to a priority move. He does go for the Morning Sun and withdraws his turn. Alright, back into the Mega Venusaur to scare this Rotom. Rotom obviously is going to return now. I'm going to switch to his Clefable here. Venusaur does not want to stand against Clefable because he does not carry Sludge Bomb. He's only carrying Hidden Power and the Giga Drain, so he does not want to stand against Clefable at all. So Tick's going to go to his Booba Keys, and I'm assuming what he's going to do here is try to paralyze it, because it's really all you can do to cripple a Clefable in terms of stasis nowadays. Playable with the boosted Combine is going to go ahead and use the flamethrower on the Boo Boo Keys and take it out of this battle. So now Raheem is showing a little bit of fight. Anyway, so he was going to go in for the defog and knock out these rocks off Tick's side of the field. He does not want these up right now for whatever he's going to attempt to do. He does sacrifice his Scizor here, since the Playable is going to kill it with the flamethrower. When he's going to switch back into his Combat Dog, get the Intimidate, which is not going to do anything for the Playable. He's going to go in Morning Sun to heal quite a bit. I think what he's going to try to do is pretty much rely on Paralysis. And obviously, Playable can't do anything with the Flamethrower, so it's going to be forced to use Moonblast. Combat Dog is going to go for the Flare Blitz, obviously, get as much damage as possible off of this Playable, and it does over half, which is amazing. Makes me wonder exactly what kind of Arcanine this is. It can't be just all defensive, I don't think, at least. This Playable just really sucks with his defensive stat, which is possible. Anyway, another Morning Sun here. I think Tick is kind of just going to wait it out until the Paralysis hacks does kick in. And here it is. So anyway, Tick is obviously going to go in for Flare Blitz here. Try to knock out this Playable probably next turn with another Flare Blitz if you can. And Playable is paralyzed once more. You're going to take the lucky move that he needs to take this thing out. Here comes the Flare Blitz. And Playable is no more. Anyway, Tyrannosaur is forced to come back out to put up his Sandstorm. And Tick does switch out his Combat Dog. I'm guessing he is predicting the Earthquake or something of that nature. Or doesn't want to risk it at all. And he does go into this Venusaur, which is going to take this Earthquake pretty well. Well, more than pretty well, actually. And he's obviously probably going to go for the Giga Drain here. Does so. It takes out a pretty decent chunk of health from this Tyrannosaur. Not the most amazing, but it is enough where it's going to hurt later. Tyrannosaur is going to go for the Ice Punch. Luckily, it does not get the Freeze hacks off on him, and Tick is able to go for the Synthesis to heal up quite a bit. Anyway, Tick does another Giga Drain. Tyrannosaur survives by 5 HP. I'm not sure if anything's going to change up here in this last little bit of fight. Venusaur is within really bad KO range. Tick risks getting the Ice hacks by going for the Synthesis one more time. Not sure exactly what happens. He does go for the Crunch here, which is going to do a really big amount of stab damage to this guy. But thankfully, the Sandstorm does end this turn. Tick is able to go for his Synthesis again and get a lot more HP back. Anyway, with another Crunch, Venusaur is going to finally go for his Hidden Power Fire and is able to take out this Tyrannosaur no problem. With little options left, we see that Raheem's going to switch back into his Dusklops here. Obviously, Venusaur is going to go for the Giga Drain. Doesn't do that much against this guy. Venusaur is just going to go for the Synthesis. And of course, Dusklops is going to go for the Pain Split, trying to hold on to as much health and longevity as he can. Anyway, Venusaur is just going to begin using growth to kind of get this get his stats high enough where he can just take out this Dusklops, and Dusklops obviously is going to go for the burn. Not really wanting to risk anything and try to wear this Venusaur down as much as possible. And start using Protect and kind of try to stall this Venusaur out so that it does die to the burn. Anyway, I'm sure this little next little section is probably a lot of stall tactics by Dusklops, so I'm not going to really commentate so much. I'm just going to kind of sit back and watch what happens. Ironically, it does seem to be working quite well in Dusklops' favor. And with that, Dusklops is able to KO this Mega Venusaur, which is so unpredictable. Anyway, now it's the classic matchup of Combat Dog versus the Dusklops. And he goes for the Flare Blitz and is able to KO this Dusklops finally. Anyway, Rotom is going to come out to counter this guy. Obviously, Slowking is on Tick's side. Is going to stand up against this Rotom, no problem. Anyway, the Side Shock is going to shoot out from this Slowking, and it's going to do a pretty decent chunk of damage to this Rotom. It's going to take a while, I'm assuming, but so he's just going to keep up the Side Shocks to KO this guy. Anyway, Tick is finally going to go into his Control C and does copy the Rotom. With copying the Rotom, he is able to just go for these Thunderbolts. Obviously, this Rotom does carry Pain Split, which is going to be really obnoxious. Just waiting for this thing to die. I'm not sure exactly, but it looks like Control C is Scarfed and is able to outspeed this Rotom each turn, finally KOing it and winning Tick the match. Anyway, this was a really good match. I love the predictions. I love how competitive the players were. It looked like they were really trying to win against each other, and it was a really tough and enthusiastic match. Thank you guys for showing this match and having it be able to be shown on the YouTube like this. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, come on Facebook, join the league, challenge some gems, take some challenges and whatnot. Anyway, thanks again for watching.